Hey everyone, I'm Nick in the States, and nobody's watching this yet because I just clicked the button and didn't schedule this. But people hopefully will pop in soon. I'm gonna put the comment there.
Put the comment thing up. It's like the most important damn part.
Oh jeepers, creepers, Miss Madeline.
Because this is a Q&A.
It is a Q&A.
And it's also the live stream of pick out of a jar hat thingy.
Yep, we're gonna do a giveaway for a $100 Amazon gift card. Figure out.
And you're gonna see seaweed in the video. This is yummy.
Madeline is currently
on steroids.
Addicted to seaweed because she's on steroids.
Yeah.
And
it's really good. I even have salt with it.
So
it's
I'm looking
oil.
to see my channel. Well, I'm just making sure this is working. Hey, we have a person. Metal doing Kyle Jackson.
Hello, everyone.
Hey guys. So Mads is too sick to go to school this morning.
No.
She's feeling much better now, I think.
But I should be.
She's feeling much better now, I think.
But I should be part of this in the live stream so you can understand why I can't be at school right now too.
It's true. It's true. So we're gonna do a giveaway. We had it was in May. I had put a thing out to say comment with your charity of choice and a special story for that, or whatever. I was going to give away a $100 Amazon gift card to that person.
To the person who wins.
And then also donate $100 to the charity of their choice if they listed there.
You should do the GoFundMe page too.
No, we're okay with that.
Yeah, because a lot of people just find it randomly on Instagram.
It's all good.
Oh, sorry everyone. I clicked a lot of bell buttons. So.
Sorry, there was a notification. They don't see a notification. It's okay.
But like, Daddy will be reaching into the screen all the time because that was Possum TV. I watch it.
So.
That's why I need my own YouTube account in the first place.
While we're waiting to do the drawing, and while we're just waiting for a few more people to join, hey, look, Arnaud just says hi from France. Clockwork says, "What a sweetheart," because you are.
Yes, that's very
Hey, Alan. Hey, everybody.
Hey, it's Mr. Seaweed here.
Mads, do you want to tell everyone? Hey, everybody.
Hey, it's Mr. Seaweed here.
Mads, do you want to tell everyone how you're doing so far with treatment and stuff?
I'm doing great. It's just I've been overtired lately, and my bones have been hurting. That's just from the steroids, obviously. And then I hit walls all the time.
Yeah, she gets tired. And Mads, do steroids make you nicer?
No. It's the total opposite.
Hey, Roland JC120 Tunes, love the amp. Thanks for coming by, man. It's a good amp. My grandfather actually, JC120. My grandfather, it's a big Jamal. My buddy Jamal. Sorry. My grandfather played a JC120 in a jazz group. It is a big, heavy,
good morning
just crazy amp.
Said good morning. Good morning.
Anyway, you played that. I love listening to JC120s. But what a fantastic amp.
The breakfast guitar is behind me.
Yeah, it's the end of the day, right? The evening there. Hey, it's Phil. Hey, Phil, what's going on, man?
Hello.
Kyle, you're welcome. That's how many Bentons do I have? I only have 1, 2, 3 Bentons on the wall behind me right now. But yeah, I love my Harley Bentons too. They
seaweed.
They're just fun. They're really, really good.
Oh no.
So every once in a while, I probably lean forward to do that because the
live stream's gonna be pretty long.
Yep. Actually, Matt, you talk for a sec. I'm just gonna plug my iPad into charge because.
Oh yeah. Sorry guys, I take over. I love Fortnite. I love Fortnite shirts, but I can't play it because I'm too young. So that does not make any sense. It's just funny. It's Fortnite. People saying LOL. Yes, it's very true. LOL.
Okay, bud.
And there's a cactus.
She's dreadfully shy. This one, isn't she?
No.
All right, so we're gonna do the drawing early in this.
And the seaweed.
Hey, it's Jimmy Mac. Jimmy Mac's been by the house.
Hello.
We're gonna do the drawing early, so we can do that. Then we can do a little Q&A for any questions guitar-wise, any questions Miss Madeline-wise. Who knows things about great many things, and God, a whole lot more stuff you learned in the last 6 months or so from your miscellaneous adventures. Update on Madzo. She's doing awesome. She's 6 months into treatment. She's been in remission since day 32 of that. All right. Anand, have a great evening, man. So she's doing really well. The treatment, she still has just under 2 years more of weekly chemotherapy. Tall Thin Cav.
Hello.
So she's still got a bit more time with treatment and everything else she's got going on, but she's doing fantastic. It's just a long road of treatment. So And she's addicted to eating just the seaweed from sushi. Here in the States, it's 11:05 a.m. here on the East Coast.
Don't eat these, they are harmful, I think. They're like jelly beans. They put them in the bottom of the seaweed. Don't put
silica packets? Yeah, don't get confused and eat those.
Yeah, they look like
hey,
fish
Ben.
eyeballs. Hello! Hello, peoples. Hello, peeps. Hello, peeps. Hello, fannies. Hello, peeps.
So what we've done,
pot.
We have a pot. I printed out everybody. It's okay, but I printed out everybody that that commented on that video and followed the directions that are there.
If you have a charity of choice and we missed you and you didn't get a chance to comment because you were busy, then just leave it in the comments below and we can like comment back and see different choices. You can say go ahead, do that if you want, and like
Yep, and I think what we'll probably do is I'll do a video recap later in the week and do just a roll of all the charities that meant a lot of money to people, meant a lot of importance to people and that kind of stuff. So that's going on there. But now, drum roll, please.
There I go.
Okay, Madeline is going to pick the winner.
This guy.
Okay, who is it?
Cowtown Customs.
Woohoo! So Cowtown Customs is the winner. I'm going to get in touch with those guys over YouTube. Please don't reach out to me. I'll reach out to you guys. John, yeah, Madeline should be in all the videos now.
Yep.
By the way, she's the one. I was recording a video earlier this morning. She's in the background. She's like, Dad, you're supposed to say like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell thing. You keep leaving out one or two. She was giving me critiques because, well, you watch a lot more videos than I do.
Yes, I watch.
Ben says that you stole the show on Shane's stream the other night.
But I said the beep. I'm like.
Oh, Cheddar Kung Pao thank you, Cheddar Kung Pao.
Thank you very much. Have a happy Christmas.
He just super chatted $25. Thank you, man. That's too much. That is awesome.
Black Friday. Buy lots of guitars on Black Friday.
Is my buddy Terry just said hello. Hope you and your dad do well. Terry's awesome. Terry is the fabric of the guitar community on YouTube. He seems to always be on, like Jamal, who's always online as well too, which is fantastic. Steroids. When she first was on steroids in the hospital, it was a higher dose. Hey David, what's going on, man? She would wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and make me feed her, and then at 4:30 in the morning and make me feed her.
You'd have to be a 24/7 cook.
Yes, exactly. You just would be bleary-eyed cooking, put food in front of her, fall asleep for an hour, and then she'd throw more food at you. It'd be hilarious.
I would say pickles and chicken, please, and I would say Jack's, please, and I would say Italian bread, please. I would say movie, please.
Thanks, Cheddar Kung Pao. Have a good one, man. Have a good lunch.
Have a good lunch.
Ooh, from Portugal too. Portugal. Oh, do I have it here? I don't have it here. My Portuguese guitar was normally in the background, but I've been shuffling.
Have a good time. Have a good Christmas. I hope you had a good Halloween too. And this all started back in April, by the way.
Yeah, your treatment started April. It's been a long 6 months.
Yes, it has.
It sure has. But
it's been a while.
It's snowy all over the place. We've got snow on the ground, but it's just wet and rainy after getting snow a couple days ago.
I hope it snows more. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
It needs to not snow so I can clean up the leaves still in the yard.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Alan. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Thanks, peoples, for stopping by, watching his videos. Let's try to get more subscribers. Should we have a subscriber goal for today?
You can tell it's a little different in the guitar world than the toy unboxing world from subscriber.
We should have a subscriber goal though. Anyway, so let's try to make it to 13 to 15,000 subscribers.
It'd be a long video. It'd be forever. I think the longer we're on to wait for that, we'd lose everybody.
Yeah, but let's just say that in the next couple of days, let's try to make it to that goal because I hope we could get to that many subscribers because you only have like 12,000 and you feel bad because a lot of people already have 1 million. So
once again, Matt is spoiled. She's a trip. But in the toy opening land, there's like 18 million, 20 million.
20 million subscribers for Dan TDM.
Guitar World's a little smaller and less cool apparently these days. But it's all good. It just works.
I can make your channel more popular. I will be right back.
While she does that, and while I actually have the floor, a preview of things to come. I have an unboxing for this Groat, which is made in China, shipped from China, kind of Chipson competitor. That's coming. You guys might have seen the unboxing.
I have made it back. Yay! The breakfast guitar's here.
Here you go. The Reville.
No, it's called the grape jelly bacon.
Yeah, grape jelly and bacon. Madeline names all the guitars.
And this is interesting. It's a mini.
Sorry, who won? Cowtown Customs. Reiterate that. Thanks for asking.
Oh.
But this is from Reville. Mads, you gotta move that, buddy.
Oh no, sorry. I'll show you that in a moment. But this I bought about Body Works is cute.
She did wear purple in honor of the grape jelly bacon. She is an absolute trip. But this is from Reville. It's a cool little offset with
sorry guys.
P90s in it. I was shocked. I broke a string already though.
Yep, I tried to fix it.
Yep.
But it didn't work out so well.
This guitar had a great feeling neck. Has a great feeling neck. Very comfortable. Very well set up. I'll say that.
This seaweed has good texture.
That's good. But we're very much digging the Q90. I think it's like $190 shipped in the United States. I've known the Rev guys. I've known the Rev guys. They were Rev when I met them. Then they became Reville. Sorry. Then they became Reville. I had one of their Maverick MVXs, which was pretty cool.
Jelly bacon. Yep, I call it that because I like jelly and he likes bacon. That's why it's called the grape jelly bacon.
And then another one we're going to show off.
It's this beautiful golden guitar, which I call the childhood cancer awareness card because it's the color.
Because it's the color of the childhood cancer awareness thing. This is actually a bolt net wolf.
No.
Really sweet. And this we're going to do a video for soon. This is actually my dad's guitar. Yep. But I got him hooked on Harley Benton's, and last time we saw him, he was like, "Here, why don't you take this and have some fun with it?" So we're going to do that.
It says LOL nice. Yes, it is very nice. Even is the llama. So, yeah. Shout out to Cowtown Customs for winning the thing. And if you're right now on the live stream, please comment in the live stream chat. Say, woohoo, I won. I can't believe it. If that's who you are. And yeah. Because that's what people do, right?
I think Madeline's going to co-host.
My personal live stream one day. Yes, I will do that.
Ben Coombs, drop me a note. Nick in the States, just NICKINTHESTATES.
Go check out Instagram.
At gmail.com.
Go on.
Pop me there, or search for Nick in the States on Instagram, and you can pop me right there.
Follow Daddy, Twitter, Instagram, and everything.
Mostly Instagram is the only place I'm really at the moment.
And then follow Jen and Nick Paris on
YouTube.
Yeah, because that's the full thing where everything happens.
Don't give that to everybody.
Well, there is some fun stuff on there, cool pictures.
Yeah.
Sometimes even your guitar stuff is on there.
I would love to be a guest on a podcast. Let me know. We can definitely make it out. Yes. Make something work. It's nice and easy.
Can I join you?
Maybe, buddy. Maybe. She is the outgoing, insane one. She is not shy, nor has she ever been shy.
No.
She started talking at just before she turned a year old. And by 13 months, it was sentences. And when you realized you could get what you wanted by saying stuff,
but remember the daddy go park go. Yeah, remember the daddy park go? Can we please?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Daddy park. Can
we?
Oh
yeah. One day randomly, she just looks at me and goes, "Daddy, outside walking park now." This is the first time she put a sentence together. We're like, all right, we're going to the park. Let's go to the park.
Yeah, I was like, Daddy, outside go park now.
Yeah.
Please.
Awesome, Kyle. That's fantastic. Kyle looks like Kyle and I are going to make it together.
Is there anything right here? Or is that just a piece of glitter?
I think it's a piece of glitter.
Or salt. I don't know. Or a piece of olive oil. Because you can see there's olive oil in there.
Possibilities. Other stuff, though. So, I have a Harley Benton CST 24T. I also have a real PRS now that I just got in. Actually, I have two real PRS now. And I want to do a... Hold on, buddy. You're doing great.
I need to showcase this is a mini deluxe, I think.
Yeah.
And it actually has plugs. So if you have like a pretend mini guitar that actually has a fake plug, you can just pretend plug it in.
That's actually a real amp, though. It'll make noise.
I know. So that's why
I think it might be broken.
Whatever. I use it for sometimes when I actually make pretend videos. I use it in the background, and I'm like, with my dolls and stuff. It's pretty cool. So.
Madeline, why don't you tell everybody, how many guitars do you have?
Like 5, maybe. I don't know. I have like 6 or 7, maybe. I don't even know. But there is a guitar somewhere around here.
It's in the back right
here. It's in the back.
This.
I decorated it myself.
Jimmy Mack is actually the one who gave you this one.
Yeah, I decorated it with all my stuff.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
It's getting new strings today.
Yes, because look.
John, thanks, brother. Thanks for coming by, man.
Thanks for coming back and watching and subscribing, hitting the bells, like the buttons, everything. Thank you for joining the fan club type deal.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. There is one thing.
She's 8 now.
Yeah,
She's 8.
I'm not 7 anymore. My birthday was a long
Mads is 8,
time
and then we
ago.
have 6 guitars. 6 on the 6 guitars. Yeah, parenting done right. My wife is kind of my wife. Hold on, let me finish.
And then after.
Yeah, sure. My wife is understanding yet annoyed by the amount of guitars that we have.
Yes, we probably have like 70 something now.
No, it's less. It's totally less than that.
No, it's 150 million.
No.
Well, it's somewhere between like 100. Yeah.
The worst though, so I bought a you guys might remember. Some people may remember.
You don't have the American white that we need to get.
Okay, we'll tell that in a sec. American white guitar. Clarification, so nobody takes it the wrong way.
New fish tank.
I got a Squire vintage, classic vibe Strat with a metallic purple with a metallic headstock. And I'm like, I just bought it. I got it at a great deal, stupid deal of the day. And then stupid deal of the day, I went to sell it. She's like, you know how to sell that? That's my guitar. And I'm like, really? That's my guitar.
Sorry, there's another.
No, it's just from Ben. We got your message, Ben. Sweet.
Okay. So
We're giving away another guitar, and this one we're giving away a Amazon gift card. But in the very near future, I think I'm going to give away. You can't see it there. I think I'm going to give away this guitar, which was the Project Maestro that we did.
Yeah, I call it the bendy guitar from the horror game because it looks kind of like bendy, obviously.
This guitar we're going to have a giveaway come closer to Christmas.
Yes, it will be how about we make it like a 20 to 50% off deal because
No,
it's
I'm just going to give it
time.
away. I'm just going to give it away.
Wait, well?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to cost money or something. Well, if you want, you could throw in some money just because, you guys are nice. And we know all the fans here are nice. The haters are rude and mean, and they just like the channel, but they're acting like haters, but they actually subscribe.
No, people for the most part in my little corner of the guitar community, it's a really great group of people.
Yes.
And I should say also, for everyone that reached out and gave support and best wishes.
Where is it? Yes, that's
the winner. Cowtown Customs.
Yes, and if you are watching, like I said again, you won the $100 Amazon.
And actually, let me check right now.
If he's.
Well, I'm gonna find out what his charity of choice was.
What's his charity of choice? Let's figure that out. And boom, everyone! You guys are nice people here, and that's all I'm gonna say right now because I don't know what else. Sorry,
Cowtown
guys.
Customs.
Sorry, guys.
Anyways, I'll talk. You scroll down and find Cowtown Customs.
Okay.
It's great. It's like having an assistant. She's fantastic.
Ages.
Thanks, Ben. Yeah, we've got a bunch. Jamal's right. Everyone does totally take care of everyone in the community. What and you can't see this one. So this guitar behind me is stuff that's gonna show up in a video.
Oh, looks like you got a notification from me, babe.
That's okay. Don't worry about that, bud. This is all stuff that's gonna show up in a video in the next little bit. There's a Mighty Might, kind of like a kit strat that I'm actually doing some cool stuff with. That's a SC Custom Harley Benton.
Cat Pick Studios.
That's okay, hold on, bud. Steroids make her even more chatty. Yeah. That's a Shangzi guitar that's actually for sale in my Reverb store right now.
I can't find him.
We talked about the Wolf.
Oh, I found him.
Okay. Okay. Oh no. I need to see what he's gonna give. What do you want to?
What did he say?
Okay.
So
Cowtown Customs charity of choice is the Earth Angel Foundation of Lancaster, Ohio. The Earth Angels are a group of people from car clubs in Central Ohio that have been raising money to send terminally ill children. You get choked up. And their family dream vacations, wherever they want to go for like 30 years. They've been doing that. That's really, really cool. This was so much fun. I read it. It was great reading about everybody else's stuff that was important to them. It was really cool.
You missed 2 comments that I heard it for you.
It's okay, Mads. We need to remember. Well, I'll take a picture. Ha! There we go. Cool.
Everyone,
so we'll be sending a donation to that this afternoon. That'll be fun. It will be cool.
It's everyone. This is it's been tough going for me, and like as usual when I'm on steroids, I am talkative. So that's why this live stream is going to be a lot me talking, so.
She's super tired. David Stern was just saying that I should pick up keyboarding instead because I'll buy a lot less guitars once I'm hooked on keyboard.
Yeah.
I have a really good friend of mine from at my office who got totally insane about guitars and then got into Eurorack, which is like the synthesizer and all mini module stuff. They call it Eurocrack because once people get into Eurorack, all their money and all the everything go there. Which I could definitely see myself going there. Jorge Fader! Hola!
Hello, everyone.
Hello!
Hello! Hello!
Hello, hello.
Ciao, 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 ciao.
I think the happiest thing that I just bought, though, for Miss Madeline,
In what?
well, for me, is I bought an iRig HD, and then I got the Amplitude with all the little plugins.
And then after we talk about this, can we talk about something new that happened like a week ago?
Sure. Once we get done with this.
Okay.
So with Amplitude though, it's been the best practice thing for me. Plus, I throw my headphones on, and when Madeline's chabba chabba chabba, I can have one on and kind of hear her and also play, but not annoy the heck out of it.
Look, so he had because my mom does not like the sound of guitars, so this is the headphones.
Yeah, she's a third generation guitar victim. Her dad is a guitarist. Both of his brothers are guitarists. She marries a guitarist, and then she's got a kid who's got cake pop.
I can't get level 9 in it. Like we meant the good, and we were gonna make cake pops.
She likes doing the agate pop. So anyway,
yeah.
that's
Let's say about the 1 week ago thing that happened. So you know how we have a giant 150-gallon fish tank. We got a 5-gallon one.
55.
55. Sorry, a 55-gallon. We got a 5-gallon fish.
Cruz, I can answer that after. Keep going, buddy.
We have a new 5 or 15-gallon fish tank that we have in living room or family room. I can't remember. And so like that one is full of guppies. It's like a breeding tank. And when something like dies, you could just transport it. If we get too much stuff, transport it. And the other one, it gets eaten and it's all gone.
Yeah.
No more problems.
We're treating it as a guppy feeding tank, which actually we have our first baby guppy in there. It looks like
he's
a little sliver of silver with 2 eyeballs.
His name is Bob.
Yep, they're always named Bob.
It's Bob, and it's Bob, and this Bob, there's a Bob Swordtail in the other one.
Okay, but I'm going to answer a question, okay?
Okay, go ahead, answer the question.
So, guys may remember Shangzi Guitars, who was also Bad Cat Guitars.
Yeah.
Interesting fellow, right? I worked with those guys for a little while. This guy named Jason or Shangzi Jia. And it was always weird because he was either completely attentive or he'd disappear for like 2 or 3 weeks for just no response. And you'd see people in the YouTube, in the Facebook group having questions, and then everything would be fine for a month, and then it'd disappear for a period of time and come back. And he was a youngish guy. He'd gone to grad school in Australia, and then he was in mainland China doing this. I think it was a side business, and his quality control wasn't the best. I think he got beat up a lot on returns and trying to do stuff because I believe the factory was just shipping stuff out for him, and he really wasn't a guitarist. And he was really good at. A lot of people tried to help out. I know Pink Jimmy Photon. What a great name. What a great personality. Really, he's a riot. Helped him out a ton. I was giving him ideas for some of the guitars he was working on and trying to keep legit and new stuff.
Sorry guys, it keeps happening.
And the challenge that he had was he just was completely inconsistent. And eventually he ran amok, I think, of eBay rules or eBay returns or stuff like that. And I think he ended up just stopped dealing with the U.S. altogether. He still has an Australian store on YouTube, sort of. I'm lucky. That guitar is amazing. The blue guitar I got before that is absolute dog crap.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants it for $100, I'll give it to you. It needs a new nut and probably a little bit of fret level to it. And then it'll be fine. Hold on, let me keep going, bud. So that was the deal. He kind of came back. He was originally Bad Cat. Obviously, Bad Cat amps came and shut him down. And so he changed it to Shangzi guitars. And then he just didn't quite get to where he wanted to get to. And then he just disappeared. And it doesn't really surprise me. He was just super sketchy. So what can you do? So anyway, and I'm selling that one in my Reverb store. Someone just asked about okay, hold on. David Stern's son's a drummer. That is awesome. I don't have a basement. If I had a basement, I'd own a drum kit in a heartbeat. My little guy, I think his dream in life is to be Bam Bam. He's insane. I think Ben Peterson had a question about Ben had a question about GFS guitars. I've had a couple. They're better than like the worst of the Shangxis or Bad Cats, but the frets always need a little bit of love. The setup is always kind of needs a little bit of love when you get them. The pickups are often good. You know, they have a pretty good take on it. It's not usually a cheap pickup, but sometimes the painting, the masking, the little details like that aren't great. I had bought a GFS, one of those set neck telly bodies, and like the screw holes are drilled wrong for where they would go through the body for any normal bridge that's there. Just a handful, and the paint masking on that was just awful. You could see stuff through the wood. The quality wasn't super great, but it was reasonably cheap. And I think
if you were to customize that guitar, it would turn into a great guitar.
Yep, as long as you expect it to be not above a beater guitar, but not one that your tone snobs will come by and be like,
oh, someone said, do you have a P?
I do. I prefer Harley Benton every day of the week and twice on Sunday versus GFS for a cheap guitar. The only bummer with Benton is if you have a problem with the guitar, returning it from the States where I am, they really would rather give you a small credit to offset things or whatever. It's not as the same. P90 guitars. So the purple Reville behind Madeline's a P90.
It's the one that I like, the bacon.
The bacon and breakfast.
The bacon breakfast with jelly.
One of my all-time favorite guitars.
I will be back.
Is this?
The Demon.
The Demon.
I'll be back, okay, guys?
What is this guitar? This is an SG Classic. These came out in, I think it was 2000 is the model year, this one, 99, 2000, around that. 2P90. The nice thing is it's a bound neck and an inlay on the headstock, so it's kind of a classier. I put the Bigsby on it, but they normally came with a tune-o-matic and a stop tail. This one has a Towner down tension bar, so it goes into the stop tail holes, and this Bigsby is just attached with the strap pin, so there's no extra holes in the guitar.
I'm coming back, everyone. I just had to get a restock
all right,
on food.
Ben Peterson is looking for a...
sorry, guys, I had to get a restock on food.
There you go, buddy.
There. Oh.
Ben Peterson's 13, awesome. Wants a semi-hollow, even cooler.
Yes, and we need an American white, so if anybody's doing a sale on eBay or something, yeah.
I'll get that.
Yeah. We're gonna need
We have an American red guitar. We have an American blue guitar. I have a red
American
PRS,
black,
a blue Gibson Les Paul for my shoulder over there somewhere. But we need a
American white.
we need a white one. I want to get an Olympic white American stripe.
We
at some
need
point.
to get one. We need to get one like anytime soon.
I back up Terry. The best guitar, the best semi-hollow you can get right now for $300 ish is an Epiphone Dot. I think those things, they're good out of the box. They're a pickup swap away from being a great guitar. You can put a Bigsby on it if you want to. Really, really, really cool guitar. The Shangxis, those things are great too. This one of them is great too. But a lot of those guys were hit and miss. The Xavier stuff is prettier. Like, they're really nice. The Dot's kind of plain. The Xavier from GFS is a pretty guitar, or Javier. It's not as... They're just not consistent out of the box. It might be frustrating for you. Plus, an Epi Dot, there's always a market for it if you want to sell it to get the next thing. Where the Xaviers, you end up losing a little bit. I have not tried the Fireflies on Amazon.
What are the Fireflies?
Cool. Let me go make a note. Alan Woody says, you saw him on, I think, Instagram.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm just making a note for the Amazon Firefly to add one to my watch list.
Your wish list.
Firefly guitar, right?
Thanks, whoever.
Holy moly! Wow.
It's pretty.
It's pretty. It looks, the Firefly, $140 for a Blue Burst. Like that.
How you like it, guys? Just I want to know how you like it.
That's actually really cool. It reminds me a lot of the Red Rocket. Hunter, my buddy Hunter, whose name is Aggiefish, said, Madeline, you're a legend.
Yes.
Hunter is awesome, too. Hunter does really, really great stuff online. It's pretty
empty now, so...
She's just chowing.
I need to put this on the ground.
I bet, yeah, I would have to say it's the same factory that the Groat, or remember my first Harley Benton, Terry? Jimmy Mack actually has it, the old Red Rocket. The, here.
Things are tough to open. I'm struggling.
No, thanks. I'm gonna add one of those. I'm gonna add one of those fireflies, the semi-hollows, and we're gonna get that in for Christmas. So that we can do a review for it. The nice thing is, it's Amazon, so if it's junk,
you can return it.
You can return it. Exactly. Sorry.
Unlike some people who sell things on eBay, there's like no returns. Like the time that we got those fish and they were all dead by the time.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing if fish get delayed for a weekend that they're not always doing the greatest. Okay.
They were all dead.
David, yes. So I just put an order in. We'll have one of those fireflies in. Woohoo!
Yay! Go.
I get the bluebirds because that's what I do. David asked if I had tried the slick guitars from GFS, and I have. And actually, the slick ones play. Actually, the slick ones came in. I like them because they're already kind of beat up, so they're not trying to be super pretty.
Yeah.
But the pickups in them are mean. I have to keep doing that because my iPad gets the blurry screen.
I get that all the time.
The pickups in them are mean. They play pretty well. Sometimes you got to give the neck a little love, but I feel like they're a good, angry, fun little guitars. I really enjoyed.
25 people in 19 minutes. Thanks for liking the video.
Woohoo! They
This
so
will
yeah.
be out like all week, every week. Yeah, so if you missed it, check it out. You're gonna see it come up in his community tab type deal, and yeah. So yeah. I don't know what else to say.
Matt Hunter at Aggie is doing some awesome stuff with I don't know where he's going eventually with it, but I think he's gonna have some neat stuff coming up too.
Ooh.
I'll have to take a look and see what he does.
Yes. Okay. Is it about guitar stuff?
Yeah, guitar stuff and
Okay.
like accessories and stickers.
Yes,
I know I've seen
there's
at least
lots of
the
guitar stuff in the box down over there, which you guys can't see. I'll check that out.
The other thing, I was hoping to get the video up, but my computer rebooted, and the base password to get into my Mac is an old password that I can't get in at the moment. So this.
Everybody, I'll fix the problem here.
This Landon.
Hello, it's the Pixar
Oh no, that's
light.
not good. It's the Pixar light. You guys might have, anyone that's been around for a bit, may have remembered the Project Epic, the Epic Epoch.
Epoch Epic. Let's just
It's
call it
finally
that.
done.
You can't see my face.
And a 25.5-inch scale neck
They're epic.
on a
This is
on a 24 3/4-inch body works and intonates.
And it's bigger than my face.
And to give away the thing, the key with making it work is the badass bridge gave me enough slow to back it off a bit more here. And there's actually a 1/4-inch gap between the kind of see there the end of the neck pocket and the end of the neck because of the way the screw holes lined up, which actually worked out great. So I didn't have to put new holes in it. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, guys. I thought this came out just awesome.
Yes, and it's blocking my face again. Hi, it's the guitar here. I'm back.
So there's a video for that coming as soon as I can get back into my computer, which is why we're on the iPad right now.
It could be tomorrow, the next day after that, because this is like a break.
Yep, but I may drive to my office and plug into my office network, which should let me back in.
Yes.
Hopefully. Yeah, and that guitar plays really fun. That has the Surf 180, Surf 90s, Surf 180s.
Yeah.
Very cool pickups, chimey, not metally, but like fun stuff. So that's a lot of the fun stuff that's coming. And now there's a Firefly on the way. Who knew?
And when you made the Coca-Cola thingy, it didn't work out.
Oh, the Barncaster.
It cut me. It cut me.
So, oh no. So,
Slow down, Nick.
I'm working on this Barncaster, which actually maybe what I do this afternoon, which will look very, very
I
cool.
will help you if you need anything else.
But I took a metal Coca-Cola sign and cut it to be the pickguard, but it was way too thin. It was like super cheap tin that was like
And it hurt
printed
me.
to look like it was embossed, like punched out, but it wasn't. And when you cut it, there was no way to make it not make you want to bleed to death or cause you to bleed to death.
It hurt me. It was paper cutted me.
Yeah.
There was no blood, luckily. And a piece of seaweed.
It forcibly exfoliated Madeline's hand.
It
I heard
really
about someone actually
is
just
making
commented.
the seaweed
Yeah,
here.
there you go. Ben, someone I think on my Instagram feed commented on because I had built another. It's not out here. Another Barncaster last year, And like, oh, Phil McKnight stole your idea and he called the Beercaster. They've been around forever. Everyone makes Barncasters. But they're a lot of fun because, once again, you can lean them on stuff, spill stuff on them, things can fall on them, and it's not going to damage the finish.
It's indestructible.
Exactly. And when you have crazy children like Unicorn Girl here, or her little brother, who's 10 times as insane, you know, sometimes you don't want to put the best stuff within harm's way. So, it's been fun.
Comment down below if you like seaweed.
There you go. I'm really interested in the new Boss Next Tone amps. Those seem really cool. And then the other one they've got is like an adaptive load boxy speaker cab simulator thing. I forgot the name of it. I want to get one of those. Ben, the Barncaster body I bought on eBay from a guy named... If you just search Barncaster on eBay, you'll find him a lot.
Yeah. I even looked because I hit the button by accident.
because Madeline goes into my eBay and sees all the crap that I buy in there.
And I look for the stuff that I bought.
So I bought this. Yeah. This is from El Carbo, EL space CARBO. If you search for El Carbo in the title, you'll find that guy's bodies. It was like $35 plus $12 to ship, $14 to ship, so it was less than $50 for the body, which is good. I think his prices have come up a little, but you can get Barncaster bodies very inexpensive because people are finding old wood, throwing it together, routing it, and calling it a day.
I make fun.
I know, you're crashing. Matt, we're going to do probably 5 more minutes, and then you're going to take your enforced nap, where she goes, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
No, that's not right.
So.
No.
And then what was it? Saturday was my birthday, so my birthday present to myself this year was...
I give him tiny mini guitar though. It's $20.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Madeline gave it to me and said, so we can share it, right? It's one of the little Fender model guitars.
I'm going to get one for me and one for you, and so that way we can play with a little
yep.
together.
But I got a PRS, I have a PRS McCarty, which is right here, which nobody's seen this one yet.
Yeah. It looks like a tiger.
So that's a McCarty.
Roar. Roar. It's a tiger.
And then it's an all
and
rosewood neck, which is super sweet.
And
Thanks, guys, and happy belated.
It has dying birds all over it.
Madeline says the birds on a PRS neck look like they're all dying.
They're falling.
Ben, ask as many questions. That's the whole point of these streams, because you also, aside from me, you've got even some of the best people to answer questions on here too. Best budget pickups.
And not stuck to me. There.
The best budget pickups are like, by default I go to GFS, Guitar Fetish, for a lot, because I'll get their quick plug with a quick plug harness. I am horrible about completing projects, and soldering with 2 small children without a good workshop area is a not good idea.
It's a complication.
It's a complication. So they're all plug-in, no soldering, whatever. You solder one thing at most. Thanks, Hunter. I'll grab the other one in a sec too. The Custom 24, which is a whole different way to go, and it's super, super sweet. If you don't ground, it'll buzz unless your hands touch the strings for a quick plug harness. But you can actually loop it and screw it, which means just it's going to go through a little and go there. Or one simple solder isn't so hard to do. You're not going to, I think, if you have a soldering gun, you go to Harbor Freight for 10 or 12 bucks, 15 bucks, you can get a quick soldering gun to do it. Or talk your parents into doing it too. But I like GFS. But if you want to get great pickups, inexpensive, and I think Hunter Aggiefish is going to back me up on this one, Buddha pickups on Reverb.
Yes.
His stuff is just primo awesome. And, you know, he's one of those dudes. Yeah, see, there you go. He's one of those dudes that's just like, you know, how do you want to feel, man? Like, it'll give you the pickup that's trying to get where you're going to go, where you're going after. Oh, is there a delay? Hunter wanted to beat me to the punch on it, but it was delayed, so I have an unfair advantage.
Sorry! Next time, try not
Buddhas
to
are the best. Honestly, I've sent my Uncle Jeff, or Uncle Funky, who actually the blue guitar right there, he had built for they did a fundraiser for Miss Mads.
I like it.
The fun fundraiser. And they had raffled that guitar off and given it away, and the nice guy from Brazil who won it was like, no, give it to the girl. That's my Brazilian accent. It's an attempt.
It's pretty good.
Thanks. But my Uncle Jeff, who's like my older brother, one of my best friends, he had a P90 guitar, and he went to Buddha, and he just stumbled over and he put a mini humbucker in from Buddha in a P90 case. So it's like a dog ear P90, but a mini hum. And he was like, "This thing is the most amazing pickup I've ever heard. This is just so much fun, so awesome, angry, fun, great pickup." I'm like, "Oh yeah, Buddha is a legend. At least in the corners of the world that I hang out in, the AGF forum and some other places, Buddha pickups are really a great thing." With that said, if you're in the UK, people really like iron gear pickups a lot, and the gold, that guy, is going to get it to the Tesla Sharks, which is their like / El Nico 2 thing. But yeah, I have a couple Buddha harnesses. I don't have any Buddha pickups in anything. We're gonna have to fix that problem, Madeline.
Yes, you're gonna have to buy some.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy some.
I will.
So, yeah, no, it's fun. And the good thing with pickups is buy them, pop them, try different things.
Buy them.
And
buy them.
Tone Emporium and Auto are a good place at a rather cheap price. Oh, cool, good to know.
Good to know, peoples.
Very, very good. Thanks, Jamal. That thing is sweet, right? That's a Wolf. They are made in Korea. In the U.S., they're only sold, I think, well, Reverb, maybe eBay as well, are only sold at an all-in-one guitar out of Koreatown in L.A. I had bought like a Rickenbacker inspired guitar from those guys a while back. They make some really cool blinged out, think like Ravens West guitars. They make some very similar Les Pauls, proper shapes, abalone inlays, crazy type stuff. And their prices are $400-ish. I'm sure that was a little bit less because it was a bolt neck.
Yeah.
And they have some lefties. Yes, the key thing is lefties. Left-handed guitarists, Madeline, are like the shunned, awful, poor people of the world because they walk into a guitar store, and next time we go in, I'll have a mission for you to find the left-handed guitar.
I don't know which one's which.
It's which side see how that has the cutaway. See on the gold guitar how it goes like that.
Yeah.
When it's on that side, it's for righties.
Okay.
When it's on the other side, it's for lefties. There's usually one lefty guitar in a guitar shop, lonely in the corner.
If not, then there's like €5
Yep. Yes, there have some lefties. Being lefty makes guitar hunting. Yeah, Poor in the Blues. Poor Shane in the Blues is like he went to that GitCon.
Oh my gosh, guys! Nick says he's
Crystal Ball. No, I gave away an Amazon gift card today to Cowtown Customs.
Did you see, guys? Did you see?
But there will be a guitar giveaway for Christmas, and it'll be that Maestro that we built a while back. Okay, back up.
It's Cowtown.
Okay. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys! It happened again.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's like 2 or 3 good. Yeah, I think 2 guitars at GitCon for Shane. Poor guy. It's only 2 years old. The guitar giveaway, I'm gonna probably do it as the penultimate. I'm doing a 12 Guitars of Christmas video series. Putting that together. And then at the last one, I'm going to do the giveaway for that. If you're in the States, you'll be eligible. Just the winner gets it shipped to them. Maybe with a Nick in the State t-shirt too. It'll be fun.
And you get
Crystal Ball's just thrown, either missing the translation or what. Yeah, seriously, next time I need a moderator. Terry, next time I'll chat with you first so we can get a moderator.
Oops, I really want to see it again.
But, if you pay for international shipping, sure. I'm not sure that guitar. I mean, the guitar was $70. Everything that went into it was another $100, so $170. If it's worth it for international shipping to international is tough.
Someone said please.
There you go. Thanks, Cristobal. Let me add a moderator. Ha! I can do this. Right? Jamal's now a moderator. Sorry, Mal. Terry, talk. There you go. Add moderator. Cool. Terry, you're now a moderator. There you go. Ken's live streams. Yeah, FedEx would kill you, man. It's probably not worth it. What I've thought about doing, though, is I've thought about... it's tricky. Some European countries have laws against giving away stuff, like money things. Oh, yeah, I should buy your guitar. That's totally... The only reason I wouldn't do that is just...
Because I'm tired.
Well, no, the body of target giveaway. It's kind of not Phil. What's the guy's name? I'm blanking. The guy Know Your Gear. He does that a lot.
Oh.
So I don't know. We'll see. It's possible. Phil McKnight. There you go. Thanks, Ben. I had a brain fart there. Sharpen my axe, exactly. But there's also what I want to do is I think I'm gonna. It's just time, right? Can you sing the song Drake in My Feelings with a guitar? No, I can't, man. That would be funny. Did anybody watch? There's a guy that does the 20-second songs or whatever that did Drake in My Feelings in like 20 different styles. It was pretty cool. So it was fun.
Hey everyone.
Hey everyone. I know you're tired, Mads. Okay, we're gonna start wrapping things up. Because we need to. I have an actual work call to get on in 15 minutes.
And I have to watch my videos and my daddy.
And Mads is going to lay down because Mads has now used up her energy for the day.
Yes, but you will have to get me a cup of milk before.
Oh, I guess I will have to get you a cup of milk before.
I left it in my room, so that's good.
That is good.
Who's the one who poops in their pants?
What?
I found that on the Try Not to Laugh video.
Oh.
I was like, who's the one who poops in their pants?
Adam, thank you. Cool. Hey, so we're gonna jump out. Everybody, thank you for stopping by, hanging out. Congratulations to Cowtown Customs. We'll have some more stuff up. As I say, as soon as I can get into my laptop, I can finish editing the video that I did that. Jorge, nice to see you. Nice to see everybody that popped by. It was a great impromptu thing this morning. And I'd like to thank my co-host, who I think if she's on 3-4 more of these, will be running the show instead. Hunter, good to see you too, man. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody. This was a great live stream. Thanks. Bye.